Hello everyone. Today we'll study first chapter of science. The name of the chapter is Food. Where does it come from? So let's get started. We'll start with a brief introduction of food. And actually, I don't need to introduce about food because we eat food daily. Why? Because food provides us with many nutrients. It acts as a fuel, it provides us energy so that we can perform a lot of activities and that too in an efficient way. Like playing, writing, every activity of ours need energy and that energy we obtain from food. Now, all the living organisms need food for the following reasons. To get energy. Which type of food gives us energy? We have studied in the previous classes. That is carbohydrates. Growth and development. Proteins. To fight diseases, vitamins and minerals. For repair and maintenance of body and also to regulate all the body functions. Next section is variety of food. Now suppose your mother asks you to eat dal roti 3 times a day. Now tell me, how would you feel? It's not exciting at all. It's boring, of course. So that is why variety of food is required. Because we cannot eat the same kind of food every time. Now, in our country, cultural diversity is there, and because of cultural diversity, different types of food items are eaten in different regions of India, like South Indian food, Gujarati food, Rajasthani food, Punjabi food, Bengali food, etc. Now, observe your mother while she cooks food for you. For example, let's suppose your mother is cooking kheer or pudding in the kitchen. Now, she will need certain things to cook kheer. What are they? Milk, rice, sugar, and dry fruits. So all these items which are required to make a particular dish, a particular food item, are known as ingredients. Some food items are there which require many ingredients and some require few. Like, for example, let us take the example of sambar. Then sambar require pulses, vegetables, spices. Spices are also known as, in Hindi we call them masale, and salt, namak. But for cooking boiled rice, we need only water and rice. Now, I am saying that food gives us energy. Now the question might arise in our mind that from where does we obtain our food? There are two main sources from where the food is obtained. These are plant sources and animal sources. In today's section, we'll study plants as a source of our food. Now, different parts of plants are eaten as food, but it's not same with everyone. Suppose, for example, the parts which are eaten of a plant, the parts of a plant which cannot be eaten, they are called edible parts, and the parts which cannot be eaten is called non-edible parts. For example, let us take the example of tomato. Here, only the fruit is eaten. Yani ki the fruit part is edible and the other parts of the plant like the roots, stems and leaves of tomato, they are non-edible. But in the case of mustard, you must have also seen the plant of mustard. There, seeds are also edible and along with seeds, the leaves are also edible in nature. Here's a note for you. Do not try to taste unknown plants as they can be poisonous in nature. Now, here's a question for you. Tell which parts of these plants are edible and which are not. The first one I've already told you about tomato plant. Next, banana plant and brinjal plant. What you have to do is try to search and write the answer in your notebook. We'll start with different parts of the plant. We'll start with the roots. Now, we already know what is the main function of root. Root help in the absorption of water and minerals from the soil. Along with this, some plants bear the roots which store food. These are called modified roots like carrot, radish, beetroot, sweet potato and turnip. So because of the storage of food, they become swollen up or bulgy in nature. Next, stems. Similarly, the modified underground stems of some plants, they are used as source of food. Examples are onion, ginger, potato, garlic, turmeric. So these are not roots. Actually, these are stems. Next, leaves. We eat many leafy vegetables because they are rich source of minerals. Example, spinach, cabbage, etc. Flowers. Flowers of certain plants are also used as food like cauliflower, rose and broccoli. Next is fruits. Fruits of many plants are used as food. Many fruits are eaten raw. Interesting thing about fruits is that fruits of certain plants are also used as vegetable. What these are like brinjal, tomato, pumpkin. So these are not vegetables. These are actually fruits which are eaten or which are used as vegetables. And some fruits, in the case of some fruits, they are dried and then eaten. Like grapes, they are dried and then later on they are eaten as raisins or kishmish. Seeds. Seeds are a rich source of food for human beings and animals. Now we'll understand them under different categories. First one is cereals. Cereals are a rich source of carbohydrates and we take them in at least 2 meals of our like wheat, rice, maize. Pulses, they are rich in protein content. Example gram, which is also called chana in Hindi, pigeon pea, arhar, etc. Oil seeds. Some seeds also provide us with oil. Some oil-yielding seeds are mustard or sarson, sesame or till, groundnut, moongfali, soybean, sunflower, etc. So we use these oils on a daily basis. Like mustard oil, it is also used as a hair oil and it is also used for cooking food. Similarly, soybean oil and sunflower is also used for cooking purposes. Next one is nuts. Seeds of some plants contain nuts which are energy-giving fruits. Example, cashew nut or kaju, almonds and groundnuts. Now some interesting facts for you. Sprouts. You must have heard the term sprouts. Now what are sprouts? Suppose we keep some seeds in a bowl and we leave them for 1 or 2 days. After 1 or 2 days, just go near to that bowl and observe. You will find out that seeds will begin germinating. Some roots will start appearing from it. So these are called sprout or sprouted seeds. Now, what is the importance of sprouted seed is that they contain many nutrients and they are nutritious in nature. Second, we get sugar and jaggery from the stem of sugarcane. Third, leaves of tea plant, they are dried, processed and then used to make tea. The tea which we prepare in our home every day, it is made up of leaves. This means the leaf parts are edible in nature. Now here's an assignment for you. Name the following. The first is 2 plants whose stem we eat. Second, 2 plants whose root we eat. Third, 2 plants whose fruits we eat. And fourth, 2 seeds used to extract oil. We'll continue with the rest part of this chapter in the next video. That's all for today. Thank you so much.